Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Who Boats Wins. Today's episode is about lifting a genset onto a boat when you can't lift a genset onto a boat with the boat in the water. So you lift the boat out of the water so you can lift the genset onto the boat with the boat out of the water. Obviously. Brupeg was a sunken fishing trawler that was stripped out and ready for the scrapyard. She's just completed a 10-year rebuild that's brought her back to life. With the help of volunteers and funded by our Patreons, community and subscribers, she'll be crewed by passionate people from around the world. If you'd like to be involved and support the project, please consider joining us on Patreon or subscribe to the channel. There's a link in the description below. This is a scale model of Brupeg that Jess happened to find when we were in town one day, and it's got a perfect example of how we get the genset in. If you look very closely on Brupeg's rear deck, you'll see this is the area the genset needs to sit in. We just need to find that button on Brupeg and we can put the genset in.
But wait, there's more. We thought we needed this. Bit of airflow, potato gun, what could go wrong?
We need to get the new genset on Brupeg. Now one of the challenges that we have with this fuel dock, it's quite high. And something we didn't think about, but is really obvious when you do, it's a floating dock, so you can't put a forklift on the very edge of it with a generator at the end of the forks, because the whole lot will go toppling over into the sea. Our plan B wharf was also too tall at the highest of high tides. The new plan involved lifting up the generator and putting Brupeg under it. To keep costs down, this had to be done like a Formula 1 pit stop, haul out last thing on a Monday and back in first thing on a Tuesday. We have no idea what we're going to find underneath the boat. Alright, paint's dry on this thing, time to get it inside.
To lift the boat out, we head over to Bundaboo Port Marina boat lift this morning. That's once the deck has been cleared. The cat has had some sedation so she can stay calm. Brent and Trev have arrived and Birk's healed enough to help out. So that's been tidied. The guys have been tidying up. Just getting stuff done out the back. Getting ready. Get off soon. Dame's just going to ring and find out if they're on time. And then we'll start moving soon. So I'll head down on the truck. Birk's organising the cameras.
So hydraulic tank, we need to add a bit more juice to it. So this will hold 60 litres. This is a 20 litre drum. So we're just going to dump it in and see how we go. Lovely juice. Just make sure we're not going to overflow it. Yeah, we're good.
Keep that drum for extra buoyancy.
Right, let's start her up. So we've got throttle and neutral. Plenty of water, hydraulics on, plenty of engine oil, 2 squirts for good luck. Lovely. Yoink.
Gauges on, engine on, firing up now.
It's coming up nice. We've got exhaust gas, oil pressure for the gearbox. This is the electricals we've got for the house battery, that sort of thing. We've got main engine oil pressure, some nice temperatures there. Everything's coming up good. Let me know as soon as the ropes are off. We'll just go from there.
Like in the water.
Thank you for clarifying that. Here we were doing some practice in reverse to see if we go very fast in reverse, so 4 or 5 knots, do we have any steering? The answer is no. We can go in a straight line, but we can't direct it either side. So we're just waiting for the hard stand to open up the gates, put the travel lift out and then drop the sling. Yeah, we're just watching you guys. We'll be over in a couple of minutes when you've got those slings down. There you go, so you just heard they're just putting the slings down. You just make out the travel lift right in the middle there. Slings are going down in the water. We're just pretty much drifting, waiting for them to get that down so that we can back into them. While that's happening, Birk is dropping the drone down, swapping the battery and getting it back up, because we only get 20 minutes of flight time, 25 minutes roughly of flight time with the drone, and we don't want to have to do that in the middle of this whole proceeding, so he's going to put a full battery in and throw the drone back up. While that's happening, we've got one of our Patreons, Brent, out there. He's enjoying his time on Brupeg, which is really cool to have him on board. With the slings in the water, there's no need to wait, so we give her the herbs and head over. One of the things that we were trying out during this reversing maneuver was actually using the drone as a top-down reversing camera so that we could figure out how do we line the boat up better.
This is a temporary thing. With Duncan's help, we've ordered cameras, so we're going to be able to have reverse cameras and up on deck cameras, but we'll talk about that in a later episode. With this being the only safe option to get the genset up on deck, we're excited because we wanted to check underneath the boat as well. We wanted to check the hull and the prop, see how the antifouler held up and see what the anodes are doing.
If you want, I can stop moving, film your stuff and show you what you're doing as well. That would probably be quite easy. Stand it up with the boat.
Brupeg's a big boat and it can do some serious damage. We always will have insurance when we can, but we've got to be able to pilot this boat properly. These are great opportunities for all of us to, one by one, learn how to steer and handle the boat. It's going to take a wee bit of time. Wow, done well. Woohoo! Of course, this will be so much easier once the cameras are sorted out. Here you can see the guys are a bit worried about drift, and to correct this, Dame has to give a little gentle forward burst. Of course, it's not ideal to have the engine running and prop moving in the straps. Luckily, it's one of the benefits of having a nozzle. It's pretty hard to get something wrapped up in the prop.
So now that we're in the slings, it's time to shut the engine down. We feel so incredibly high. We're not really. It feels that way though. So, new home for the next 12 hours. That's where we came from. It was quite the journey. I feel like we've been here before.
Look at the front of it.
Oh, right. Well, first look underneath. Barnacles on the top. Wow, the anti-fell's just fallen off it, isn't it?
So maybe it's to do with the metal?
I don't know. I'd say prep actually, because I don't reckon we sandblasted. I reckon we buffed that.
Yeah, we buffed it.
Shiny.
Yeah, it was years ago.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. How's it held everywhere else?
It's pretty good everywhere else, eh?
Now you see where it's been sitting in the mud, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Lloyd.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good. Doesn't look that bad, eh?
Nah, it's not
No.
bad. What's the front like? So we had some areas that we thought, yeah, there we go, like stuff like that, where the anti-foul, we didn't really think it was going to hold on too great. So it's all good. We're going to go through and we'll do another quick clean up of everything. One thing I did want to know about, the transducer. Yeah, there's barnacles all over it. So we'll give that a clean. Is that coming off or is that... Oh no, that's growth. That's not paint buffs, that's growth. It's looking pretty good overall. That's 6 months worth of growth. I thought it would be much worse than that. That's cool. Yeah, so they're going to get a ladder to...
Like steps or just a ladder?
yeah, they're going to do steps soon.
Oh, awesome.
But we're going to do the genset first because the steps will probably be on the back of the boat. So genset coming off the back of the ute. We need to unwrap it and then we need to lift that up onto the boat. We want to once again thank Ryan McLeod for finding this generator at a great price, stripping the soundproofing box off for us and then helping freight it from the other end of the country to us.
We're looking for a way to lift the genset up. We're looking for some lifting hooks or something like that. We don't know this generator, so we're learning it as we go.
Oh, yeah, there's one there.
One at the back. We've unwrapped it, it's ready to go. So this is the exhaust manifold that we had to unbolt. It had a piece that came up like that. It was a bit too high when we tried to fit it underneath the bar on the ute, but Ryan had screwed it down to the pallet, so it was nice and firm for transport, but the pallet is too big to physically fit between the gates on Brupeg, where Jess is climbing up over the back there. So we've unscrewed it so we can just lift it up on these little frame things, which is going to make it handy to sit when we get it up the top. We can just basically sit it on those black frames until we're ready to chop it up. So then we have to go through and start mounting all of the safety switches, the fuel water separator. We've got our control box up there with our auto start regulator up there. Well, sorry, auto start panel. Yeah, figure out battery positive and negatives and so on, earths, etc. I think that's probably a fuel supply line maybe. Yeah, but should be a bit of fun.
When the motor's on and the boat's moving, we'll keep trying.
Water blaster coming down so that we can start blasting off some of these barnacles. Jib on the forklift is ready to go, so we can lift the genset onto the back of the boat. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Big yeah.
I see that he's like a couple of months, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it has no time, mate. It's fine, it's waiting.
Yeah, you're great, yeah.
So the issue that we're having is the forklift forks aren't long enough to get to the far end of the pallet because we've got the pallet sideways. So we're having to get the long tines so that we can reach right the way under and lift it up evenly. If we try and lift it up now, the whole thing's going to tip over. It was easy enough to get it into the truck this way, but it's pretty much impossible to get it out using the same technique. So using the long tines, we'll be able to get it out.
So you don't want the pallet now, eh?
No, you don't need the pallet. Pallet up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is the door wide enough? From here to here? Is that wide enough?
Yeah, perfect.
I'll get it off the pallet. Strap it on. Safety check. While Brent starts water blasting, the long-awaited genset gets lifted onto Brupeg. Thank you everyone who donated towards this on our GoFundMe to sort out the electrical system problems. We still find it unbelievable. We're so grateful. The final day for Brupeg's GoFundMe is Anzac Day. It's the 25th of April at 5 PM Australian time. Thank you everyone for your help. As we get on with cleaning the hull and prop, sorting out an issue with our anodes and applying new anti-foul, it turns into a long night. Thank you to everyone who helped out. See you next week.